terms of gender equality, we have learned that it does not come by itself. It does not come naturally, so to speak. We have to do something about it. We have to focus on the issues, analyze, and understand how we can make all gender equality work. And in the general society, we have had all kinds of quotas. And in terms of disability policy, we have to focus particularly on disabled women. And this has been recognized, for example, in the UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities. Disabled women are highlighted particularly in one article where it is recognized that they have this intersectional discrimination as women and as disabled persons.
The main lesson is that you must not leave the potential of young girls, women with disabilities even to be not fully utilized in society, so that women also can make their contribution and bring their own perspective into various aspects of society. I'm thinking in particular there's been a lot of push for women in sciences, and I think that is very good. And that is also something that would work against the kind of stereotypical image that women issues are only care issues, that disability is only about care and welfare. It can be, and for some part it needs to be, but it's not only that.
I would say there are two main values. On one hand, it's about inclusion. Everyone has a right to participate in society and to choose what kind of activities they should participate in. And this is something that we have all ratified in the UN Convention for people with disabilities. On the other hand, it's more about sustainability for the societies. Because if people are able to participate and to do things on their own, they are more likely to contribute to society, and you will have more of both social sustainability and economical sustainability. A lot of people are getting elderly these days in our societies, and they often have quite a strong economy. They are consumers, but they require more accessibility and more universal design. So for the private sector, you should really look into this market and take advantage of this by making your product and services universal designed.
A good universal design is a design that can't be noticed. It just works in practice. For example, you don't have to use the back door to get into a restaurant. You can use the main entrance and it works for everyone. Thinking in terms of universal design makes everything easier. We can save costs further down the road. We don't have to make adjustments. And it's easier for everybody.
Inclusive decision-making processes are important because it's a matter of democracy and it's a matter of participation. Everyone should be on the track, so to say. The Nordic Disability Council is an important actor in this area, and the Council tries to look on what is running good in one country and what can another country in the Nordic region learn from the first country. It's not very difficult in the theory, because all the legislation, all the important documents and so, they are there. But in practice, yes.
But disability is something that is a bit special from other groups. We all have a gender, we all have an ethnic background, we all have a nationality. but not everyone has a disability. So you have large groups of people who have no experience of living with disability or don't know anyone who has a disability. So this is an aspect and a way of thinking, I think, that most people don't have experiences with in their daily life. So it's kind of hard to get it into the automatic mindset of people who are taking decisions. It's very important to get the person with disabilities in right from the beginning.
The Nordic countries sometimes from the outside can seem a little bit like preaching to the others. But in my country, for example, we do it first and then we preach. We do it ourselves first and we try to do the best possible in the country first, and then we talk to others from the point of view of our own experiences. And that, I think, is the Nordic way of doing it.